Hey, what up? It's your girl, MED, and you're listening to Wanakee's number one station for hip hop, WKIC Ice is Nice.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning and we're ready to blow up the airways.
Today is Tuesday, and you know what that means. It's Movie Tuesday, and today we're talking about The Truman Show.
And its implications on private and public life. I mean, who can forget at the beginning of the movie when Meryl, Truman's wife, talks about how the show is related to her life?
Well, for me, there is no difference between a private life and a public life. My life is my life, is the Truman Show. The Truman Show is a lifestyle. It's a noble life. It is a truly blessed life.
That is an interesting point.
Yeah, with the increase in social media, more and more people are broadcasting their lives to the rest of the world.
Oh, hey, we've got a caller in line 1. Caller, you're on the air.
Hello, my name is Dwayne. I just got off working the night shift and I've noticed this happening before. People are posting too many private things on sites that the public can see.
Hey, yeah. Did you know that 95 million tweets are written per day? Not to mention that almost all tweets are basically purely about private lives.
Wow, mind blown.
And The Truman Show goes even deeper into this phenomenon by giving such an extreme example of having your whole life shown to the rest of the world.
Man, that would be so awkward.
No kidding, but this actually has some basis in real life.
Oh, really? How does it fit into real life?
Well, with all this reality TV, real life becomes a sitcom. Hello, this is WKIC. Who is this? Hey, this is Baron.
Hey, Bane, what are you calling to say?
Hey guys, I was listening to your show, and I too find it intriguing that TV has gone from just a script in a controlled environment to the wild, unscripted, and edited like many other shows.
Well, actually, Vane, reality shows are somewhat scripted and edited like many other shows, so that the amount of drama can be increased.
What?
Yeah, they're not actually reality, just an interesting attempt to show it.
Oh, my bad. I'm gonna leave now.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Anyway, moving back to The Truman Show.
The whole movie is a satire of how our culture has shifted to publicizing things that in times past were private and generally kept to oneself.
Yeah, in the clip that we played, Meryl talks about how she sees no difference between public and private lives. So, we were wondering what our viewers think about this statement. The lines are open for any callers with opinions. Oh, hey, you're on WKIC, the mic's yours.
Hey, I totally agree with Meryl's statement. I live my life the same way I do as when I'm alone. There's no difference. I believe that if you want to keep yourself to yourself, then you should be a hermit, because that's what you are, and you should go live under a rock.
Oh, harsh.
I'm not done yet. I also believe that if you are a different person in your public and private life, then you're lying to those around you.
Word?
Oh, it looks like we just lost that caller. Moving on.
Well, that was an interesting argument. It seems like most people would like their public and private lives separate, so that they would have some time to themselves.
Looks like we have another opinion. Shane, you're on the air.
Hey, first of all, let me say that last caller was a fool.
How?
I'm sick of people like Meryl who have been brainwashed by society. Deep stuff. I'm also sick of ignorant radio hosts. I'm not going to soil my mind with any of this obnoxious nonsense anymore. You'll have to find some other fool to taint.
Oh, he hung up too.
Weirdo.
Yeah.
Anyways, did you know that there are actual scientific studies done by experts in the field of social media?
Yeah, like the one to find out about how much people actually know about how their information is being shared by websites to other groups.
The findings for that study were something like, I don't know, half the people not knowing that the websites were allowed to share information with affiliates, and maybe about 62% thinking that the privacy policies on websites mean that the site can't share information about them with other companies.
There's even a more recent study done 2 years ago by Maverick and Boyd suggesting that people use social networks like they are private and that content shared can be read by everyone.
Don't forget about the opposing study by Hogan that says people get so worried about what others reading their messages will think that they don't even post at all.
The conclusions for both weren't very helpful. Either some people share too much or they share so little that they lose opportunities to make friends and meet new people, which is part of joining these sites in the first place.
Yeah, two very different views on the same subject.
But it seems that people share too much information more often than not, or get tricked into thinking people are who they aren't. Like that one Dr. Phil show when Notre Dame football player Manti Te'o was tricked in an online relationship.
The poor guy was so heartbroken that when he heard that his girlfriend had died of leukemia, but it turned out that she never even existed. But how does that relate to private versus public life?
Well, the whole relationship was staged. It wasn't real.
Kind of like Truman and Meryl's marriage.
Yeah, Truman thought that it was just between them, but Meryl knew that it was a hoax, created to present a public image of the show. Well, I guess for the Truman Show, there really is no difference between public and private life.
What do you mean?
His whole life was on air for the world to see. He essentially had zero privacy. There were cameras in his bathroom, in his car. There was even a camera that watched him sleep.
I think that it's safe to say that the only place where not a camera was in his head.
Yeah, well, that is all the time we have for today. See you tomorrow, bright and early.